Hey, Sam, why are you uploading on a Sunday morning? This completely contradicts your upload schedule.
Well, if you haven't noticed, it's Christmas. I wouldn't call this a Christmas special exactly. I just decided to do a double upload this weekend as my gift to you, the viewer. I actually have had this planned out for weeks, but ironically I got sick last week and was unable to make a video. So this double drop kind of functions as a makeup for a video lost. Now let's get to the video. Hi, this is episode 6 of your favorite show, But Can They Beat Goku? On today's episode, Norse mythology makes its second appearance on the show. Goku faces off against Thor from the Marvel 616 comic specifically. If Goku went against this guy, it would just be a repeat of yesterday's video. As always, we let the guests scale first. For Thor's first strength feat, here's him pushing the world engine by himself.
Well, why does that matter?
Because the world engine is massive. The world engine is not only stated to be the same size as Marvel's Yggdrasil tree, but it's also attached to the tree itself. So all we have to do is scale the cool tree and find out just what Thor did here. In this scan, the tree is shown to contain an infinite amount of complex, fully formed universes. Not only that, but the tree also exists within every plane of existence, and this is significant because there's an infinite amount of those things. Now that sure sounds strong, but the size of each of the infinite universes in the tree does not have a stated size, meaning they're assumed finite. Same with the planes of existence. They're just finitely sized things. This would mean that this version of the Yggdrasil tree is a multiversal plus construct. And don't try to say that it's any stronger than that just because there's technically 2 infinite multiverses instead of 1. Everyone should know at this point, infinity times 2 is still just infinity. But don't click off just yet, Marvel fans. Thor's power does not end there. In this scan, Thor gets into a fight with Dr. Doom, where he outputs enough energy to blow a hole through 2 universes.
Well, say man, how large are these universes?
Infinite. This means Thor was capable of taking out 2 levels of infinity here.
But say man, you're contradicting yourself. You said before that infinity times 2 is still just infinity.
Yes, I did say that, and I was right. But this is different. Rather than 2 infinities being added onto each other, there exists 2 infinitely sized constructs, both contained within a higher construct. Thor being able to destroy this means that he could destroy infinity but 2 times over. This would get Thor's strength to low complex multiversal. But wait, I have one more strength feat for the God of Thunder. Thor was able to defeat the Hulk with a single strike with 0 difficulty. Now, how strong is the Hulk? In this scan here, Hulk is shown being able to destroy 2 universes. Look at that, consistency, gotta love it. So for strength, it's safe to assume that Thor is multiversal plus, but low complex multiversal on a good day. Now for speed. Thor's best speed feat is a bit shaky, to say the least. In this scan, Thor is stated to fly to the edge of infinity in seconds, or in other words, traveling infinite distance. Now this is an infinite speed feat, but there's an issue. In the very same panel, he is stated to double and treble the very speed of light. A single feat that can be interpreted as either faster than light or infinite speeds. This is certainly a first for me. This is 100% just a lack of scientific knowledge on the part of whoever wrote that comic, but I like Thor, so I'm gonna highball his speed to infinite for this video, but I will acknowledge the issues with that statement as well. In conclusion, Thor's low complex multiverse with faster than light to infinite speeds depending on your interpretation. Now to put him against Goku. I'm going to use both GT and Super versions. Let's start with GT. Now normally I'd tell my returning viewers to skip past all the Goku scaling since they already know it, and I will do that. Here's the time scan. But there's been a change in GT's scaling that you guys might want to see. GT Goku's first big boy strength feat came in the Baby Saga, where he used the Kamehameha to destroy an infinitely sized dimension in base. This gets him to high universe level. But I promise he's stronger than that. He later gets trapped in Hell, along with Frieza and Cell, where he begins to charge up for a fight. When doing this, he mistakenly shook all of Hell and Enma's realm at once.
Well, just how strong are these universes?
Well, Hell is an infinitely sized realm, as it's stated to be larger than Heaven, which is infinite, and Enma's realm is the same size as Hell. This all means that Goku threatened 2 infinitely sized universes. Sound familiar?
That's cool and all, but is he fast?
No. In this scan, Goku punches Super 17 across a continent and travels across the world in seconds to reach him. This would bring him to relativistic speeds. I know I said that was faster than light in my last 2 scales of GT Goku, but that was because I just didn't look far enough into it. He's actually colossally slower than we thought somehow. This all means that GT Goku is low complex multiversal with relativistic speeds. Meaning, he possesses exactly the same strength as Thor, but he could never dream of hitting him. Thor would just beat on him like he's some kind of joke until he dies. So to answer your question, yes, Thor can beat Goku until this guy shows up. Thor could beat GT Goku, but we must see if he can beat Super. Physical strength and destructive capability. In the Battle of Gods arc of Dragon Ball Super, Goku clashed fists with Beerus, and Elder Kai made a statement that defines Goku's power on a whole new level. Elder Kai states, if these two clash against each other like this a few more times, people, planets, gods like us, even Beerus and Goku will be completely destroyed. There will be nothing left in the universe. It will turn into a vacuum made of nothingness. This means Goku was able to threaten the entirety of the Universe 7 macrocosm. Now to see how big that thing is. Pause to read scans. In the Dragon Ball Daizenshuu, the living world of Universe 7 is stated to be infinite in size. The Demon Realm is said to be the other side of the same coin as the living universe, as it is a parallel version to it where magic has more sway than science. Parallelism to infinity equals infinity. That wraps up the bottom half of the cosmology. Let's move on to the top, the afterlife. First, we have Heaven, which is a single planet within the afterlife, which is stated to be the same size as the living universe, making it infinite. Then there's Hell, which is said to be bigger than Heaven. That's another infinity. Then there's the Kaio realm, which contains Heaven, and containing infinite equals infinite. Then there's Enma's realm, which is the waiting point between Heaven and Hell, and is also equal in size to both, making it infinite. By the way, the entire top half of the macrocosm is dimensionally transcendental of the bottom half. And lastly, there's the Kaioshin realm, which orbits around the entire macrocosm and is stated to be 1/10 the size of it. If you're using common sense and logic, you know infinity divided by 10 is just infinity. If you're not blind, you've noticed the infinity counter on the top left of the screen. I've just counted 7 levels of infinity within the Universe 7 macrocosm. This would get the cosmology and Goku to high complex multiversal. And this power isn't exclusive to the Super Saiyan God form. In this cool little scan, Goku is shown absorbing the power of the transformation into Super Saiyan 1 and later his base. Speed. When Goku fought Hit, he was moving so fast he was skipping time. Not stopping it, but skipping it. This means he was quite literally going so fast that he was breaking into the future. This is an immeasurable speed feat by itself. And lastly, in the Tournament of Power, Jiren is stated by Vados to be transcendental of time itself, and Goku was able to match that speed and even go beyond it. That's irrelevant speed. In conclusion, Goku was high complex multiversal with irrelevant speed, and Thor is a dead man. Thank you for watching the full video. Please like, subscribe, and let me know your opinions on this in the comments. I do enjoy talking to you guys. Next time on Can They Beat Goku? Goku faces off against the very character he was based on, the Monkey King, Sun Wukong. Make sure you come back on January 13th, 2023 to see Monkey vs. Monkey. You should probably subscribe and turn on post notifications just so you don't forget. You know, all for good measure. Bye.